Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Our show on the world food crisis prompted a lot of feedback from viewers who told us what they thought ought to be done to resolve the shortage. Edwin in Namibia thinks that there are some potential gains from the crisis. Isn't the world food shortage a great opportunity for third world producers? What about the opportunity for Zimbabwe, which has gone from being a bread basket to a basket case? It could get its house in order. A viewer in Nigeria thinks that governments should provide more long-term solutions. The best thing to do is to help local farmers all over the world with free modern farming equipment and put no tax to any kind of food farming. Ibrahim in Nigeria voiced a similar concern. What is the US and EU doing to assist African countries in terms of farm implements? Another viewer in Africa warned of other dangers emerging from the food crisis. The problem of food shortage will be more dangerous than even the fight on terror. Odonuga in Nigeria puts the blame firmly on the shoulders of world leaders. Any government that fails to ensure food security for its people has to be labeled a failure. As the Democratic Party candidate for president remains undecided, some Americans are pressuring the party to make sure that it selects the candidate that was chosen by voters in primary elections. One party member told us, in her own words, why party unity is so important to America and the world.
You know, we were just a group of friends, just like a lot of people in this country, who became very excited about this year's election. Within 48 hours of Super Tuesday, it was all over the news. Superdelegates are going to decide this. A superdelegate is a party official, and they get a vote that is equal to 10,000 voters' votes. If the superdelegates vote to create a different nominee than how the entire country voted, essentially it'll be overturning the vote of all the regular people around the country who came out and voted in their primaries. We're asking the superdelegates through our petition, please, join us in doing the right thing this time around. I think the fact that people really want to see change after 8 years of George Bush and after 8 years of the Republican Party doing everything that we've seen them doing, both in our own country and around the world, people are motivated to create change this time around. If people come out and vote for the Democratic nominee in November, it will have a significant change in the trajectory of our country, both domestically and internationally.
What would you do if you were American president? That was a question that was asked on the Al Jazeera English website, and it prompted a lively debate among our American viewers. Bert in the US has many ideas. I would end US support of Israel, reorganize America's inherently racist criminal justice system, but it's not so simple. Being president isn't the same as being omnipotent. Doggone in the US had a definite plan. I would immediately get American armies, navies, and air force, including bases, out of every foreign country. Leonard in the US wants to regulate the funding of presidential campaigns. I would get rid of the money lobby and special interests. These groups have more influence than the will of the people in this country. That's it. Until next time, do keep sending in your questions and comments to riz@aljazeera.net with your feedback on the show or anything else you see on the channel. Remember that anything you see here is not necessarily the view of Al Jazeera. Some of the content has been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.